Hello everyone, it is Speedy of Speedracer 456V Productions coming to you with a video review of the Transformers Prime Cyberverse Commander Class Optimus Prime. Now the first thing you probably will have noticed are the two huge cannons, so I'll just attach them off the roof and set them off to the side, and I shall talk about them later. But anyway, here's Optimus Prime, and it's a very, very nice truck design, as you can see, and it's really detailed. As you can see, there's some grille detail and some rivets on the front bumper, some rivets on the hood, as you can see, as well as the Autobot symbol on either side of the cab. Very, very nice. And of course the trailer bed, of course, with them being a truck. Now, as you can see, the trailer bed goes all the way through. I'll explain why that is during the transformation. And yeah, it is a really, really nice figure. They even managed to put the small dot on the grill where the Autobot symbol would go in vehicle mode. And well, just like Megatron, he does suffer sort of from visible head syndrome and visible hand syndrome. Bit of a shame, but given the scale and the size of it, not a lot can be done. Let's face facts. Anyway, on to the transformation. So to transform, what you want to do is you want to grab the front fender, pull it from the rest of the truck and rotate it down. Rotate it outward, and then on this silver pin joint, you want to rotate the arm down as so. And that will form the lower half of his shoulder, and in turn his arm. Then you just repeat the process on the other side. Then you want to disconnect the engine bay from the hood, as so. And in here, you want to take your finger and pull down the engine bay to reveal his feet. Then you want to take the trailer bed and split it, as so. You want to grab the legs, pull them forwards, and split the legs, and then you can collapse the trailer bed onto the back of the legs and straighten them out. Now, as I stated earlier, the trailer bed went all the way through, and it's this small tab here on the back of the leg that's the reason, because the trailer bed just clips onto that to give him more stability. And, well, the results of that kind of sort of speak for itself, since they don't really peg in. They're just held on by friction. Anyway, then you want to come to the sides of the cab, push the exhaust pipe back as so, take the roof of the truck and rotate it down, rotate that around as so that becomes his shoulder blade, and repeat the process on the other half of the truck roof, as so and as so. Then, hang on, the legs are crooked. Then you want to come to the back of the cab, flip up the head, and rotate it 180 degrees. And there is Optimus in his robot mode. And as I said earlier, given the scale and the size of this figure, it is actually very well done. It isn't the most TV accurate Optimus Prime I've seen, but again, given the size and scale of it, it'll do. Articulation wise, his arms from the shoulder downward are on a ball joint, so they have full range of movement, and they also move outward at the shoulder also. Now you will have just noticed that his shoulder's sort of been disconnected from the rest of his body. Well, that is because the ball joints up in the shoulder have actually been split into two sections, which I didn't understand at first. I didn't understand how it worked, but, well, let's just say you need to get the figure in hand so that you understand how that works, and leave it at that. Anyway, continuing on with the articulation, the arms from the elbow downward are also on a ball joint, so they can pivot up and down and rotate. The head is on a ball joint, so you can get full range of movement on there. And I suppose on the little pin joints that it's on, I suppose he can look up and down, but that's prior to transformation. The legs can go all the way forwards, quite far actually, and all the way back, as so. He also has knee articulation, so his knees can freakishly go all the way forwards, and not so freakishly all the way back. And that's about it when it comes to the articulation. Now, as I stated earlier, Optimus came with 2 of these translucent blue guns, and they are very well detailed. They are very, very TV accurate, and they are really cool looking guns. And obviously, of course, what you can do is you can take the really big handle here, and you can just slide them into his hands. Now, from the inside of the hand, it looks like he's just holding a gun. From the outside, however, just like on the Ratchet figure, it looks like the gun is protruded out of his arm, which is actually what happens in the show. And later this year, Hasbro are releasing another Optimus Prime figure that comes with his battle swords, and they have the same gimmick as the guns. From the inside, it looks like he's holding a sword. From the outside, it looks like it's coming out of his arm. And yeah, it's a very, very nice figure. It has to be said here and now. But yeah, now to transform him back into his vehicle mode. So what I want to do first is you want to take the head, rotate it 180 degrees, and fold it down into the back of the cab. Then you want to take the shoulder blades, rotate them till the innards are facing outward, rotate them down, and then you want to accordion them up onto the top of the cab, and that's where the split ball joint comes into play. And you want to repeat the process on the other. As so and as so. You want to come to the back, flip the exhaust pipes out, and lift the arms up from the shoulders, so he's like that. Then you come to the back of the legs, you disconnect the trailer bed from the back of the legs, and then you can take the legs and squeeze them together, and they do need a good firm squeeze so they stay clipped together. Then you can fold up the feet as so. And then on the inside of one section of the trailer bed, there's a little small blue clip and an opening on the other for said blue clip. They just slide into themselves. Then you rotate the legs forward as so. And then the whole waist section here, this is all on a ball joint, as you can see. You just want to rotate that back so the upper half of the legs are inside the truck itself. And rotate the legs backwards so the trailer bed is in place. Take the engine bay from the trailer bed, rotate it up, and if I can just show this off real quick, there's a small clip right here underneath where my nail is that clips into 2 grooves in the feet. So that just clips together. As so. Then you just take the arms, and from the separate ball joint and from the split ball joint downward, you rotate the arms down, rotates the arm from the elbow joint up, and then there are two pegs located here and here. They just clip rather awkwardly into the body of the truck, as so. Then you repeat the process on the other arm, as so. Obviously, of course, making sure that the front of the truck doesn't clip away. Oops. Okay, and there's Optimus back in his vehicle mode. Then just to sum it all off, you can take his guns and peg them into the roof. And again, as I stated earlier in the video, I really like this figure. I highly recommend picking it up. Well, in saying that, I would say that I'd highly recommend picking it up because I am a huge Optimus Prime fan. But whether you're an Optimus Prime fan or not, I definitely highly recommend picking up this figure. You'll not regret it. In my next review, we shall be looking at a new addition to the Transformers selling market here in the UK. The Transformers Prime Cyberverse Commander Class Ironhide. So, until then folks, this has been Speedy of Speed Racer 4563 Productions, saying thank you for watching. See you around.